Are you ready to improve your game in the world of relationships? As high-value men, you hold the key to unlocking fulfilling and enriching connections with those around you. But what does it take to truly excel in this arena? In today's video, we will explore the 7 rules of relationships for high-value men, guiding you on a journey to deeper understanding. These rules aren't just about scoring points or playing games. They're about building strong, meaningful connections that stand the test of time. Whether you're single, dating, or in a committed relationship, these principles will help you navigate the choppy waters of love and come out stronger on the other side. Let's get started. 1. Open communication. So, rule number 1 on our list, open communication. What does that mean? Well, it's pretty simple. It means no topic is off limits. Yeah, that's right. Whether it's something uncomfortable, awkward, or even downright tough to talk about, you have to bring it up. No sweeping things under the rug or avoiding the elephant in the room. Think about it like this. Imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't skip the foundation, right? Well, open communication is the foundation of any strong, healthy relationship. It sets the tone for everything else that follows. Now, why is this so important? Let's break it down. When you're open and honest with your partner, you're building trust. And let's be real, trust is the glue that holds relationships together. Without it, things can start to crumble real quick. But here's the thing, open communication isn't just about talking. Nope, it's about listening too. You've got to be willing to hear your partner out, even if what they're saying isn't exactly what you want to hear. That's how you show respect and validate their feelings. So, next time you're tempted to sweep something under the rug, remember rule number 1, open communication. Embrace those tough conversations, because trust us, they'll only make your relationship stronger in the long run. 2. Timely conflict resolution. Now, when we talk about timely conflict resolution, we're basically saying don't let problems simmer and explode like a pressure cooker. You know those moments when something bugs you or your partner, and instead of dealing with it, you sweep it under the rug? Yeah, that's the opposite of what we're aiming for here. Here's why it's crucial. When you nip conflicts in the bud, you're preventing them from becoming Godzilla-sized monsters. So instead of avoiding conflict like it's the plague, embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Listen to each other's perspectives, find common ground, and come up with a game plan to tackle the issue head-on. By mastering timely conflict resolution, you're not just saving your relationship from potential disaster, you're strengthening the bond between you and your partner. 3. Serious issues shouldn't be texted. Now we're diving into a crucial aspect of modern relationships, texting. Sure, it's convenient, quick, and easy, but when it comes to serious issues, it might not be the best tool in the shed. Picture this, you're in the middle of a heated debate with your partner, emotions running high, and what do? You grab your phone and start typing away, venting your frustrations in a flurry of text messages. Stop right there. Here's why you might want to hit the brakes on those thumbs when things get intense. First off, texting lacks tone and nuance. Without the benefit of facial expressions, tone of voice, or body language, your message can easily be misinterpreted. What you intended as a harmless joke might come across as passive-aggressive, leading to even more misunderstandings and conflict. Next up, let's talk about timing. When you're hashing out a serious issue, timing is everything. Texting allows for instant communication, but it also means your partner might receive your message at the most inconvenient moment possible, like during an important meeting or while they're out with friends. Let's not forget the power of vulnerability. Opening up about your feelings and concerns requires a level of trust and intimacy that texting just can't provide. It's easy to hide behind a screen, but true connection happens when you're face-to-face, able to see each other's reactions and offer genuine support. Now, I'm not saying texting is all bad. It has its time and place. But when it comes to serious issues in relationships, it's important to choose the right tool for the job. So next time you find yourself tempted to send that novel-length text, consider picking up the phone or scheduling a face-to-face conversation instead. Your relationship will thank you for it. 4. No issue is too small. First off, remember this. No issue is too small. Yep, that's right. Whether it's forgetting to put the toilet seat down or having a disagreement about what movie to watch, every little thing counts. High-value men know that listening and paying attention to even the smallest concerns of their partner can make a huge difference in the long run. Think about it like this. Your partner's feelings are just as important as yours, no matter how trivial the issue might seem. By showing that you care about the little things, you're building trust and strengthening your bond like a pro. So, to sum it up, no issue is too small when it comes to relationships for high-value men. Treat every concern with the same level of respect and attention, and watch as your relationship flourishes like never before. 5. No breaks or spaces. In relationships, it's common to think that taking breaks or creating space will magically solve all problems. But here's the truth. Breaks and spaces don't fix things. They just delay the inevitable. Instead, what truly makes a relationship work is active listening, compromise, and teamwork. Let's dive into why breaks and spaces aren't the answer. When you hit a rough patch in your relationship, stepping away might seem like the easiest solution. You think, maybe if we just take some time apart, things will sort themselves out. But what often happens is that the issues remain unresolved, and when you come back together, they're still there, lingering beneath the surface. This can create a cycle of temporary relief followed by the return of the same old problems. So, what's the alternative? It's all about communication and collaboration. Active listening is the key. Instead of shutting down or walking away when things get tough, make an effort to truly hear what your partner is saying. Put yourself in their shoes and try to understand their perspective. This builds trust and shows your partner that you value their feelings and opinions. And perhaps most importantly, relationships require teamwork. You and your partner are a team, and you should approach your problems as such. Instead of placing blame or trying to outdo each other, work together towards common goals. Remember, you're in this together, and by supporting each other, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. 6. Respect for differences. It's important to understand that both you and your partner are unique individuals with your own sets of needs, desires, and perspectives. Sometimes those might not always align perfectly, and that's okay. In fact, it's normal. Think of it like this. You're both on this journey together, but you might be taking slightly different paths, and that's where the magic happens, in embracing those differences rather than trying to change or judge them. Imagine you're planning a road trip. You might have different ideas about where to stop, what music to listen to, or even which route to take. But instead of arguing about whose way is better, you acknowledge each other's preferences and find a compromise that works for both of you. Maybe you take turns choosing the music, or you agree to visit one landmark that's important to each of you. Now let's talk about why this is so important. When you respect each other's differences, you're creating a foundation of trust and acceptance in your relationship. You're saying, I see you for who you are, and I value that. And in return, you're more likely to receive the same level of respect and understanding from your partner. But it's not just about avoiding conflict. It's also about growth. By embracing each other's unique perspectives, you have the opportunity to learn and evolve together. Maybe your partner introduces you to a new hobby or way of thinking that you never considered before. That's the beauty of being in a relationship. You're constantly expanding your horizons and becoming better versions of yourselves. 7. You're a team. In a relationship, you and your partner are a team. But sometimes there's this thing called the push-pull dynamic that can mess things up. Imagine it like a tug of war, but instead of pulling together, you're pulling against each other. Now let's talk about the push-pull dynamic. It's when one person wants something and the other person pulls away. It's like you're pushing for something and your partner is pulling in the opposite direction. This can create tension and conflict, making it hard to find common ground. But here's the thing. It's not about you versus your partner. It's about you and your partner versus the issue. Instead of seeing each other as opponents, see yourselves as a team tackling a problem together. Think about it like this. Imagine you're both on a soccer team. You wouldn't try to score goals against each other, right? You'd work together to score goals against the other team. The same goes for relationships. You're not competing against each other. You're working together to overcome challenges. By shifting your mindset from you versus me to us versus the issue, you'll strengthen your bond as a couple and tackle any challenge that comes your way. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work.